Hello everyone, C.S. back again with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about another method of making the zipper chain sinnet. And this method allows you to use multiple strands of line. So the first method that I've shown before in a previous video where I've used it to create a zipper chain sinnet from plarn. If you've seen that video, well, I'll put a link down in the description below on that. I'll probably annotate it somewhere around here, but you can go check that out if you want and learn how to make the first method. But this method allows you to use multiple strands, like more than one or two, like, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you want, right? And I have an easier way of keeping your cordage together, so it's less likely to tangle or get knotted up, but still relatively easy to create and deploy, especially if you don't have access or don't want to have the extra bulk of using like a spool, right? Yeah, if you have a spool, right? Yeah, you turn it around, and it's not that bad, right? But this is just another option for you guys, so stay tuned. Right, just put it on like that, right? Simple loop. Go around the loop with our end of the line, then pull it behind like so. Right. Pull that tight. Right. And I've shown this in the plarn in the video that I was using plarn. Well, in the video that I shown how to create plarn and how to braid it into a zipper chain sinnet like this one, right? And it works fine, right? It gives you about a 1:7, 1:8 ratio of finish line to unfinished line, or so if this is about 7 feet of line, so it would probably give me about 1 foot of 1 foot of zipper chain sinnet braided line, right? And of course, after you finish it off, right, after you undo your stopper kind of knot from it undoing, right, then you can unzipper it, right? That's why it's called a zipper chain sinnet. But I'm going to show you with multiple lines and a way to modify it. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys another way of doing it, and a way to do this so if you have multiple strands of line, right, you can still make the zipper chain sinnet. Now, pretending, well, I'm gonna use the same line that I used in the last one. Basically, I folded it in, well, it's in half, then I folded it in half again, right? As you can see, right? The ends are right there. So, in half, then in half again. Take the middle, right? Just like the first method that I showed to make the zipper chain sinnet, right? You need the middle piece right here. Take that, twist, right? So the piece of line that's underneath, grab this side and pull that through, so you make a little knot. Alright, as you can see, see here, that's a slip kind of knot, right? Then just basically just make a loop back in, just like the first method or of the zipper chain sinnet that I've shown, right? And just keep doing it. So interlocking the series of loops here. Basically, now I'll actually finish this on camera too, in real time. Of course, make this as neat and as tight, as great as you want it to, right? If you're in a rush, well, you can make it a little bit more sloppy, right? Alright, now, as you can see, that only took a few minutes. No editing, no cutoffs. You can just see that in real time. So pretty much I'm at the end of the line now, right? And you just keep going and going and going until, well, pretty much you have no more line to make loops with, right? I'll make this last one here. Actually, I won't finish that one. I'll just... Now, again, just like in the first method, or the original method that I've shown to make the zipper chain sinnet, at the end, right, when you have nothing left to make another loop, instead of putting that loop in, well, obviously this is still a loop, but instead of making that loop in, like I would go like this, right, bring the end of the line, pop it into that loop. Now, and this part should tighten it up. So there we go. So unlike the other method of making the zipper chain sinnet, both ends of the line will come together. Because in the original method, or the first method I've shown, the loop would be down here and the end of the strands would be up here, right? But now they're together, right? And that's about 7 feet. Size comparison with a lighter, normal big lighter, right? Now I will show this with even more strands. I could have probably lined up the lines a little bit better, but yeah, as you can see, free strands. Here's a lighter for a comparison here. Put that all in the frame. So 1, 2, 3, about 4 lighters long. Right. You can see how thick that is. Size comparison with a lighter, normal big lighter. It just happens to have a ranger band around it. It's over 20 feet of cordage in my hand. That won't tangle. Well, yeah, it'll be pretty hard to tangle. Anyway, maybe something small might be able to poke through and get caught, but I mean, besides that, well. And like I said, both ends are at the top together now. Now, as a slight modification here, you add the arbor or the Canadian jam knot on one of the ends, right? Okay. There's the zipper chain Sinnet right here, running through it. Make my stopper knots, prevent it from unzipping itself, right? I can bring this together, pull this across a little here, come underneath, pull that. See, that end's going through towards and connecting the zipper chain Sinnet, so I can't pull this side through, right? And this side has the arbor or the Canadian jam knot. So basically, now I could just go like that. So if that was around like a tree, maybe some molly webbing on your pack or whatever, or in your hand or whatever, right? So now that should have did it a little bit better, but you do get the idea. I can make a little hook for it, so I can hook it around stuff, right? So, do I need a carabiner? No, I don't need a carabiner for this. Well, you have your ride ready to use for ridgeline or whatever you want to use your cordage for. So, if you enjoyed this video and found it useful and entertaining enough to keep watching till now, give me a big thumbs up and hit like. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe so you can check out the latest content from me. Now, let me know down below on what you do to organize your cordage so it's tangle free, right? Whatever you do, because you don't want to just put cordage into a bag just like this, right? Yeah, I know you can when you buy cordage, it comes in a nice little thing, right? If you just keep that in the packaging like that, and yeah, you might get lucky and it won't tangle, right? Like, if you have a spool, those help, right? Those are much quicker to deploy and to bring it back together, right? To bring the cordage back together, especially if you're trying to reuse it, right? Just ravel it back up together. However, they're not really the most efficient way of using the space, though, right? This is much more effective way of using the space for your cordage, right? That doesn't take too much time to create, but the deployment, like I said, doesn't take that long. Even this one would take under a minute to deploy, maybe not even 30 seconds. Just undo 2 knots and just pull it apart because it's a zipper chain Sinnet. Now, as the world changes, so must oneself. To reach a new level of skill and knowledge, one must practice. One person can't help everyone in this world, but one person can help someone in this world. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video from CR again. Until next time, keep braiding, use your cordage, and don't get tangled up in a knot. Alright guys, see ya. CR out. Peace.